Thank you.
Yes.
This is my real daddy. April, the bartender, is my daddy, but
Give it up for
yeah, give it up for Leo Miller and Jonathan Banning and I call them the 4 horsemen of bald middle-aged white men they're my best friends. One time I made $50 in a backyard of one time I made $50 in the backyard of the outcasts of comedy still don't get along, And some people move to LA, some people like Mike Parker and Aaron Yankowski comedy, look them up. Willie Simon, Mike Mazzalotti, people with lesbian parents. Call back to John's girlfriends.
They're moving back.
Who is?
Nolan Culver and
Nolan's been living over there for like a year with Betsy.
Guy,
Joey Cruz.
Yeah.
Joey never left. He was in Spokane for like.
Oh yeah, he's funny. Yeah.
He did ask last time Joey Cruz was here. He was asking a 21. He talked about masturbation with the audience, and I was like, should I give a warning? Should I give a warning? Should I? This is weird. It's weird when the kid is talking with. Anyways, it's hard to read. It's not funny if I talk about it, but it's not. The parents were right there, and then the Joey Cruz was like, so has your dad ever caught you masturbating? And so if they did catch you, what would you say? What would you say? And the dad said, are you sick? That's what he'd say if he caught his son masturbating. Anybody in here catch their son masturbating before?
Warning.
I always masturbated during neighborhood parties. They were like, Robbie, come to the neighborhood party. And I'm like, I'm busy trolling people on AOL Messenger, having cyber sex. So one time I had a window near my computer, and I heard the scream of my neighbor finding their cat drowned in their backyard pond, their fountain. Their cat was named Wilbur. Our neighbor hated kids so much they planted bamboo to screen off the. And then I'd be in the backyard listening to her, Suzanne, talk to her boyfriend, being like, "You want to go to Home Depot? You want to, That's such a stupid. That's not even a funny pun. That's not okay. If you have a significant other, you say babe to, you say babe all the time. Call back. Then you can say that. I like Bloodbath and Beyond. I like that one. That's a good one. A long time ago I heard Cross Dress for Less. That's a classic. Probably not PC anymore. Not PC. Not a personal computer. Not a HP Packard Bell. Not a SATA drive. Not a computer. This whole set's not a computer. Shout out to Angelique in the back. Or is it Angelica? Or is it... Yeah, Angelica. Shout out to Rugrats. Shout out to Eon Flux. Same artist. Charlize Theron. Whitewashing.
Yeah.
Painting, panting. I don't know. Shout out. They're like, we're waiting for our tater tots. They finally changed to Mexi fries. They're not Mexi fries anymore. There's something else. I don't know what they're called, but shout out to Taco Time. My dentist used to work at Taco Time. She named my cat Lolita. Yeah. Segway. Homeless Depot, yeah. Yeah, I got no plans. Should I do what I think is funny? Is that what I should be doing? Is it the point of comedy to make yourself laugh? Is that what's good when you're in Windows 3.1. No one Gwyn. Judy Carter. Kathy Griffin. George Lowe, Steve Lowe, Cataracts, Steve-O. Aaron Carter's dead. No more Aaron Carter. He's that, he was like some guy, I don't know. One time I had a juicer and I didn't eat the pulp, and somebody chastised me for not needing to eat pulp. His name was Zach. It says, I'm lacking confidence.
No.
Why would I come up here again? Why would I come up? Why would I do this to myself? Oh yeah.
And you
I'm
love what you do. Like, yeah. And you love what you do.
kiss goodbye.
You love us.
I love us. I love yous. The we. Never bought a Wii. Used to play Diddy Kong Racing. Used to have neighborhood friends. My neighborhood friends once lit a Whistling Pete on my windowsill. One time I was sick. You ever spit into a cup of all the extra mucus when you're sick? And I just thought of throwing that on my friends. Never did it, but I thought that'd be the worst revenge. You just spit into a cup for like 14 hours. I watched the original Thing, John Carpenter movie last night, 1984. It's a good movie. I'm not Robbie. I'm what is it? An assimilation. I'm a imitation. I'm an imitation. We're gonna clone me. Or cloning me to not help the world. I'm gonna be one of those dogs that celebrities clone. They're like, oh, I loved Mitzi so much, I cloned her again. I'm gonna clone my dog. Clone my dog, live in LA, bring my dog to brunch, live the real LA life. Rent a basketball court.
I got recording.
That's cool. I am too. When there.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're worth a lot to all that.
You're worth a lot to me. You're priceless. I once knew a tattoo artist that would share orange bread with his wife on Sundays. I think Sundays are sacred, but there should be an eighth day to the week, I think. And a 13th month. I think we need 13 months. I think it's interesting about how some buildings don't have a 13th floor. People are so paranoid that they tell the engineers, just skip 13, 12 to 14. Or maybe the elevator just doesn't stop there, but there is a secret 13th floor. Like maybe the trade tower didn't have the 13th floor. Yeah. It makes a difference. You guys ever have sisters that used to dye their hair with Kool-Aid packets? Anybody? Have you ever given?
Sisters in prison?
Have you ever given? You ever give your sister a foot massage for a Green Day CD? You ever get Dookie from your sister? Oh yeah, my first CD was Dookie. I got Dookie out of the foot massage. Yeah. And then that Green Day song about masturbation. I was all by myself. Nobody was looking. I forget the rest of the song. It doesn't matter. So hand sanitizer, huh? Nobody's using it anymore. It was hot for a minute. It's like, oh, let's put on gloves to pump gas. Let's use hand sanitizer after gas. Now it doesn't matter. Now you can just take off the mask, huff the gas, suck it all up, feel weird. You gotta smell bad, smell like gas all night. One time I drank cheap whiskey and then huffed gas.
That's a sliding hat.
Yeah.
Slip and slide.
We got one of those the wet things.
Whoa.
You ever those signs that talk about wet? You ever watch that Mel Gibson movie Signs? Can we talk about if we actually think John Goodman's a good actor?
John Goodman is a good actor.
I think Roseanne is one of the funniest comedians.
Yeah, watch your special.
I think Twitter's dead. I think X is dead. I think it's a new platform.
Your special's horrible.
Her specials? What year?
Came out like a year ago.
Roseanne?
Yeah, it's the worst shit I've ever seen. The worst shit I've ever seen. I swear to God. Watch it. Go watch it.
Anybody use you have insoles. We talked about this. Anybody else have Superfeet insoles? Yeah? The youngest guy here has them? Is that right?
I only
Use
use one.
one. You look a lot like Oh, you're right, yeah. You don't use it on your fake leg?
Yeah, because he has a fake leg.
I'm sorry. I know you're sensitive about your leg.
Yeah.
Or your not leg. I was watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre last night, and I think horror movie. We need more like representatives of disabled people in movies. Like in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they had the guy in the wheelchair, and yeah, he got cut up by the chainsaw. And that's spoiler alert, but you know, at least they represented him. At least not everybody died. Like in The Thing, I think everybody basically dies.
Except for Kurt Russell.
Yeah, Kurt Russell, and there's a black guy with Kurt Russell. So like a white guy and a black guy both survive the Alien movie, but they're like ominously doomed to die. So they cured racism in 1973. No, they didn't cure it, but it was probably worse back then. Actually, it's arbitrary worse right now.
How did you feel this morning after all the Korean?
Oh yeah, so I went to bed. I got home, and I got an invite to Belltown, and I was like, I gotta go to sleep. And then I slept until 3 a.m. and then I ate pizza. It was good. I went out to Korean barbecue last night, and it was Chef's Kiss. Chef's Kiss. I got a Haagen-Dazs bar for free because I traded a pin. Yeah, you go to Everett, you get good Korean barbecue food. Arbitrarily good. I don't have any point of reference. I'm not Korean or barbecue. I'm not a hibachi grill. You think Italians like American pizza bagels?
Yeah.
Is BetterHelp a dating site? Got that wetness between my what are they called? The webbing of my hands. You know when you wash your hands, it's probably a bad idea, but then you don't dry them all the way, and then you reach into a bread bag, and then you get wetness in the bread bag, and then you just ruin all your bread because now it's gonna go moldy because you put wetness in the bread bag. So what you should do is just get tongs to go in your bread bag. By the way, I just recently got into popcorn again. It's pretty good. I saw my roommate eating popcorn because he has little kids that watch Pixar movies or whatever, black and white movies from back in the day, and he's like, my roommate is like a single dad. Well, he's not a single dad. He dates my sister. Well, they're married, but so Brandon is like, you want some popcorn? And I'm like, I haven't had popcorn for like a decade or more. And then I went to the store later, and I'm like, Robbie, you can buy Pop-in-the-Corn. You know, so I bought some Pop-in-the-Corn, like just butter flavored, and it's pretty good. I eat almost a full bag. Wow, I just found out what makes me laugh. It's consumption of. You know, in the Midwest, they consider corn to be a vegetable. So, yeah.
Got any popcorn?
I showed up here tonight and I ate like an all yellowish brown meal. Like it's just chicken fried steak, which April told me was probably chicken. She actually told me she said don't eat it. It will give you diarrhea. And I was like, I think I'm gonna get it. I'll let you know. We're Facebook friends now. I'll post and tag you on a public post. Tried the Shanghai, didn't bomb in the toilet later. Okay, that's not funny. Joking about bowel movements is only funny in the old person's home, which counts if you, I don't know. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go get my nails done now. Been waiting about 10 months to get my nails done. It's called a manicure, I think. You know. Yeah, you're all invited. We're gonna go down the street to Denny's. Yep, it's 24-hour nail salon. Going down to Home Depot. Home Depot. Call back. Perfect set.
Yeah. Is that because there's a lot of Mexicans there?
Homies? Oh. I don't think that's their intention.
But there are.
That's really good. Really good. I owe you hundreds
Boom!
I owe you hundreds of dollars for that one. Cabron. Cabron Depot.
Homes Depot.
Odelay Depot.
Homes Depot.
Despot.
Homes Depot.
Deposits. Depot. I want to hear an Italian ordering Chinese food with a thick Italian accent. I don't know what that would sound like.
Chinese food.
I'd like the feng shui, I don't know.
The Mongolian beef.
Can I get
me the chicken and chow mein?
I want the
A bowl of
chow.
fried rice.
Give me the chow mein.
Hey, and a fork, huh?
Where's all the gabagool?
Hey, can I get a pair of chopsticks?
Where's the gabagool?
Yeah, where's the gabagool?
It's a gratuity included.
You ever you ever eat a fortune cookie in bed? In bed? In bed? In bed?
InBev is a large corporation.
Bev Mo?
Fortune cookies slang for like an ass thing.
It's slang for getting crumbs. You ever change your sheets and then you just start getting crumbs in your bed anyway? I mean, your human skin flakes off. You ever host the Shanghai room for 10 months?
Then what?
Yeah, what's next?
But what's next?
Yeah, but what's next? What are you
Hey,
gonna
Robbie,
do?
what's next?
What are you gonna do with all your time?
Hey Robbie, what are you gonna do with all your time?
I don't know. Probably let myself get sick, relapse. I'm gonna relapse.
Why? Why are you gonna let yourself get so bad?
It'll propel me. It's like a catapult. It's a catalyst. Like Braveheart.
Roman Empire.
Roman Empire.
That was great. That was great.
You know that one actor I really just don't like? Joaquin Phoenix. A piece of shit. I fucking hate Joaquin Phoenix.
That came from his heart.
Fuck that fucking motherfucker. I hated her. I hated her. I hated her. That's the movie about the AI intelligence.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I almost walked out. I mean, I did eat ice cream and I did want to kind of like throw up, but I fucking hated that.
Just the way his mustache and his glasses.
And then I saw the Joker. I thought it was way too close to home. I didn't like stand-up comedy portrayed like that. And somebody said I didn't like him in Gladiator. I didn't even barely remember him as the bad guy. But
You know they ripped off the Joker plot. They ripped that off from the King of Comedy, this movie with De Niro from the
no,
70s.
oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
That whole like stand-up comedy stalker getting killed and all that's like stolen from another movie.
Figures.
Boom.
Shabam.
Yeah, put that on Criterion.com.
Yeah, put it on Criterion.
Hey, do you remember that thing about putting like when the dishes are drying in the dish rack and then they're dry, but then
They got that little bit of water in
You
them.
put more, then you wash
Oh.
another dish.
Yeah.
And then you put the wet dish on the dry, and then you just have to, it's like start all over again.
That's why we need more counter space and a second dish rack.
Yeah.
We need 2 kitchens.
You know when you when you're drying like a plate with a towel, and you're just drying it, and you feel like all you're doing is moving the water around?
You get a new towel, or it's too porous of a towel.
Yeah, and then you get another towel, and it's still not working, and then you just end up on the toilet with a gun in your mouth.
Yeah, eating mac and cheese with a gun.
Yeah, but then, and you're like, to cut the noodles, you shoot them to cut them to make them.
Yeah, bucatini. The noodles with the hole in the middle. The spaghetti with a hole in the middle, bucatini. Check it out.
Yeah, how did they do, did they like did they have to like, someone holds it and then you have to take a long toothpick? I don't know, how do you do that?
Italian porno is just sending nudes in the mail, in slow snail mail. And by nudes, I mean pasta.
The guy that's hosting the Jimmy Dore show now?
Yeah, Jimmy Dore.
Kurt or
What's his name? What's his real name?
Jimmy Pasta?
Pasta's his nickname.
Jimmy
Anyway.
Dore.
I don't know.
I gotta go.
Bucatini.
So my dad did a remodel for Bucatini's in Edmonds, and then my mom found out that Bucatini's existed, and now I'm teasing my dad that my mom is going to Bucatini's, and I think he's pissed off. Anything to piss my dad off, you know what I mean? Pissing off your family is nothing's better than that. Especially at like family gatherings, it's like,
Does your dad go for long drives by himself?
yeah, to the golf course. To the golf.
To the auto parts store.
Yeah, he did a bunch of O'Reilly's stores back when there were Shucks Auto Parts.
Did him what?
When did we start trusting the Irish with our cars?
Yeah, that lot.
Dan Berlin joke.
Dan Berlin joke.
You have to make sure you say that lot.
There was a guy at PCC, his name was Orion, and sometimes he would get paged, and the guy paging him, this one guy would go, Orion.
Oh, at PCC,
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
when everybody was in the, was it like during dinner rush in PCC?
It was, it was always a rush. I don't know if it was always a dinner rush.
Were you ever a checker?
No, I was.
Did you ever want to work your way up to checker?
Yeah.
I didn't know, because if you're a checker, you're just like, that's all you do there. Like once you can only run the register.
You can't backtrack to housekeeping.
Like managers can check like as backup, but if your job is checker like 8 hours a day.
Yeah, managers don't check, right?
No, if they're needed as extra.
Do they have like this pompous attitude, like, oh, I'm a manager, but I'm checking right now?
No, they're like, I can help whoever's next over here.
You got 7 items or less? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm a
No
checker.
problem. No problem. Oh, we could work with that.
Well, you need to.
Paper or plastic, huh? Are you a member?
You want to return the whiskey? You want to return the whiskey and get a new whiskey?
Oh yeah, working hard, hardly working.
Ah! Are you doing Scott?
Call
Working
him.
in the place.
Call him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's like fucking Illuminati type dude. I don't know. He's just like one of those.
Highly relatable, by the way.
Just one of those, like, I don't know, scions of Seattle. I don't know. He's like,
Rides a bike. He's a good guy. Scion, that's not a car anymore.
yeah. I don't know.
I feel like Femi needs more cars for his Transformers joke. Like, I feel like a mini Fiat could be good in there or something, or
Oh wait.
or maybe like a motorcycle with a sidecar or something, or
No, a little red CRX.
like a CRX.
Well, when you say transform, wait, is he still here?
Yeah, he's in
I
the.
can't
He's
see.
he's
turned
over.
into a margarita machine.
Oh,
This is the longest Femi's ever
That
stayed.
he's like, no, you could say like transformer more than meets the eye. Yeah.
But maybe like a pun in there, you know.
Like meat.
Robot in
Like meats?
disguise.
Like meats? Like meats.
What?
Like a
meats?
butcher?
Yeah.
Like a butcher.
Robot
Shut up,
in
Leo.
disguise. More than meets the eye, cause like.
No, me. Oh, right.
Yes, that might be
Yeah,
that could be too obvious.
that was meat in your eye. Genius.
I remember the cartoon sound like the 80s.
Is that
was
still
it 80s
recording?
or-
I think it might be on.
Wherever they transform, it would be like. That was the sound. That was the special effects that I grew up with.
Are you worried about heart disease?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Casey survived it, so I could probably survive it.
Well, you're not blood related to Casey.
I'm gonna start taking up smoking because I want to live through heart surgery.
Does help. Does help.
It relieves stress.
Yeah.
It's like a dice roll.
Thinking about cutting off some of my body parts, just to be on the safe side.
You know, smoking cigarettes a lot like rolling a 20-sided die.
That reminds me.
Because you might use 20 ways to.
20 ways till Sunday.
What's that Paul Simon and Garfunkel song? 20 days to leave your lover. 20.
Cecilia,
You're breaking my.
heart, begging me please to come home. Oh, come home.
Oh,
Oh, oh, oh, oh,
You know, Graceland was a big part of my childhood.
oh.
That and Stop Making Sense, kind of.
I got a girlfriend with balls in her hair. Nothing is better than that.
All right.
Stop making sense.
Follow me on Twitter. I'll give you the insights that you've been waiting for.
2020 insights.
Okay. That's it.
It's closing time.
April can go home if she really wants to go
Last call for drinks, I'll have another stout.
Comedian time. You can turn off the mic and
Time
I'll.
after time.
You can joke and you can laugh and clap at me. Time after time.
You can call me he or you can call me they.
You can come, you can hold
It
my.
is your choice.
Don't forget about them.
Don't forget to read the pin.
Read my pin. My pins are now available at the Spin Cycle. They were never not available, but magnets available, Spin Cycle on Broadway.
Orange Theory as well.
Orange Theory, yeah.
Vicious cycle. Welcome to the Shanghai room. Okay, we're gonna start the mic in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Comedians are gonna be working on new material, so please be merciful.
You're going to see professionals and amateurs tonight. You're going to see people who are just working out their first 5 minutes, and you're going to see trained professionals who are going to be that have been on the road for 20 years, and they still have their same 20 minutes from 10 years ago.
Comics near the end.
We just have one rule in here. Have a good time.
And
Yeah.
it could even be somebody's very first set. Wow.
They might have lost a bet. And
They might have lost a bet.
We want you to have a good time. And also, we have one rule in here.
Two
Have a good time.
And 2 drink minimum. That's a rule too.
Don't ask out that one. She'll say something.
Be respectful to our wait staff. And do not bother the comedians because we have had people in handcuffs. That's a Rick Taylor thing or something.
Hey, don't let that guy use the bathroom. He's never buys anything.
All right, kitchen closed. I had a good time. Thank you.
Come back next week.
Goodbye.